Yes, good morning, children. We are going to start off with the first writing skill of your syllabus, notice writing. Notice writing, children, as you all know, it's a skill required to put the notice for public, perusal or public reference. So whenever you people want to notify something to the public, we write a notice. And children, remember, like notice is to be written on behalf of some organization, on behalf of some, group, or some on behalf of some club or department. Yes, sometimes the notice is put up by somebody individually in case somebody has lost something or found something, right? So here we are going to first discuss like how to write a notice, what its format is. So children, when we write a notice, we should follow a particular format. And as per the format, first of all, there should be an outline. Okay, our notice, a well-framed outline should be there. Then we are to write the word notice, N-O-T-E-C-E on the very top. Yes, children, when you will be writing the content of your notice, then it should be all in the center alignment, right? Your whole notice should be in the center of your outline. So after the word notice, you can write name of the institute. So the name of the school or the institute which you belong to, date, it should be to the right side of the box, then title or heading of the notice. After date, title or heading, and title or heading should be in the capitals and in the a little bigger font. Content. Content of the notice will start. After you've written the title or heading, then content will start. And of course, when you start your content after title or heading, you can leave a little space. In the end, when your title is done with, for the title, I'm going to tell you what, value points you'll keep in mind while writing the content. So finally, when the content has finished, then you must put your signatures, the one who is issuing the notice, that person's signatures, then his full name, and the full name is to be followed by your designation. So this is the format of writing notice. But now the most important thing for the notice is content, like what is to be written in the content. So children, when we write a content, then first of all, we must mention the target group. Target group is like for whom is this notice meant? Are you writing this notice for the students of 9th and 10th? Is this notice meant for for all, office bearers? Or is this notice only for the students of 5th and 6th? So target group is the group for whom this notice is actually meant, right? So first of all mention, students of 9th to 12th classes are informed, right? So that will, this is the most important thing. Like first of all, you mention the target group. So the students of 11th and 12th are informed that. So that means second thing is purpose of notice. Why are you writing this notice? Okay, so target group, the students of 11th and 12th are informed that there will be a competition or whatever. So purpose of notice is the second thing which must be mentioned there and then. So purposes of notice or action plan. So target group, purpose of notice, like why are you writing the notice? Maybe you're writing the notice to inform the students about some competition. Maybe you're writing the notice to inform the students about some examination which is going to start. Okay, or maybe you're going to inform the students about some charity show, or maybe you're going to inform the students about something which is to be notified to them at the earliest. So whatever purpose of notice is, mention it there and then. After you've mentioned the purpose of notice, then the details like date, time, venue, and other details should be written very clearly. In case any of your details is missing in the notice, the very purpose of notice will fail. Okay, your notice will fail to do its job. So be very careful, have a very precise vision as to like what the other details of the notice are, like on what date something is going to be done, what would be the time, where it would be done. And maybe there would be some other very, very important details like whom to contact. In case you are asking the students to give their names for some specific activity, then whom should they give names? Maybe to their respective class in charges, or maybe to the activity department, or maybe some other person whom they have to contact. So mention it very clearly, otherwise your notice will not be that successful. It will not be able to serve its purpose. Whom to contact, and even then last date of submission of names, or last day to do something specific related to the purpose of notice. So when you've mentioned all these details very clearly, then only your content would be deemed as complete content. Otherwise, your marks are also deducted, and practically also, if you put a notice without some particular detail, then notice will not serve any purpose. It will rather confuse the readers more than uh, what it was before the notice. So though the best thing about the notice is that your notice should be number one, uh, brief. Don't write a too long notice, because the notice is something which is going to be put up on a notice board. And when you put up something on the notice board, then if it's not readable, if the readers are not able to read it from a little distance, then your notice will fail in its purpose. So very first quality of a notice is like it should be brief, and when it will be brief, only then it will be able to have an appealing layout. So first brief, then second is like it should be like attractive to look at. It should be appealing to look at. It should be readable. Its font should be such that students or the people are able to, public is able to read it from this much of little distance. Okay. So because notice children or people are not going to have it in their hands. They'll be reading it from the wall. Okay, so they'll be reading it from that notice board. So that much of visibility criteria it should serve. So first thing about a good notice is its brevity. It should be brief. Don't write too long sentences. Don't repeat the words. Second thing is like it should be appealing to look at. Its font size, the title should be a bit bigger, than the content should be little smaller, but yes, very, very clearly to be read it. Third thing about a good notice is that its details should be exactly written. If you miss any one detail, as I've already mentioned, like then your notice will fail. It will not serve any purpose. The next quality of a good notice is that it should be written well in advance. Like if you are going to notify the students about a competition, then the gap between your notice and the actual event should be minimum of 1 week of gap should be there. So there should be considerable gap of your notice and the actual event to take place, so that the students get enough time, or at least considerable time to consult the people, or to participate in the event, or to compile by uh, or to do what the notice requires them to do, because action plan requires some time. So considerable time gap is must while writing the notice. So take care of that. It's not that there is a competition and you just, there is a competition tomorrow and today you're putting up the notice. It will not serve much purpose. It will also fail then. Okay, so considerable gap. So you make sure, like when you write a notice, if some event is going to be conducted, then there should be enough time, considerable time for the event and your notice, right? And in the end, like notice, which many children usually forget is, like in the end, don't forget to give the deadline. Deadline means last date. In case you are talking about some event to be conducted on some particular date, or you are talking about some competition to be conducted on some particular day, or some examination to be conducted, or some test, or some Olympiad, anything. If you want the children to give their names or what, Don't forget to mention in the end the last date for giving names is, because unless you don't mention this, the students, they won't be able to uh, come to details, come to the terms with the notice. So deadline is must, last date, whom to contact. In the absence of these kinds of details, there would be more of confusion than of, anything, any clarity, right? And in the end, many children also forget that they would write very good notice. They are able to write up all details very clearly. In the end, they forget to write the signature part. They don't put signatures, or they don't write the name, or if they write the name, they forget to write the designation. So this designation, signature, name, very important. That is how the notice is to be finished off. And the most important thing of all, like notice writing is to be written in an outline. Okay, don't just write the notice in a free hand, on an open page. So outline the page first, then you write your notice inside it. And yes, in the end, if possible, practically I'm talking about, like when you write a notice, your notice after signature and all, it should be well stamped by the authority. Okay, the one who is issuing the notice. For example, the principal is issuing a notice, then that notice is to be issued after the stamp of the principal, signatures and stamp also. So these things are very important when you write a notice. And before you write a notice, you should keep in mind that notice is always written in third person. Don't write I, we, or you. Notice is always written in third person. For example, I say like ABC Public School is going to organize uh, a poetical recitation competition on this date, at this time, at this place. The interested students may contact Mr. ABC by this date. So I'm nowhere I'm saying like my school, or you are to give names, or you are to give names to me, or to, even if I'm expecting the children to give names to me, but I won't be writing give names to me. I'll be saying that you are to give your names to Mrs. ABC by this date. So don't mention, talk about yourself as I, we, or you. So mention or write your notice in third person. So now uh, I'm going to speak one question. You can also write down in your, write that notice, that question, and then I'll be telling you its solution also orally, so that you get to know like what I mean by all these points. The question is, your school or the school ABC Public School is going to organize a debate competition for classes 9th to 12th on on 20 on 20th of December in the school campus. It will be an interclass competition. Inform the students about it. Invent other necessary details. So children, here what I'm saying, like ABC Public School is going to organize a debate competition on 20th of December in the school campus. It will be an inter-class competition for classes 9th to 12th. So invent other necessary details. So you people might have written that question. So you can think for 1 minute. Okay, I'll be sending you the assignment or notice writing in your class group. And right now you think about like how this notice writing is to be done. Debate competition, classes 9th to 12th. Okay, and it will be an interclass competition. Otherwise, I'm telling you to invent other necessary details. So first of all, you must think about like what other details you might require for this notice writing. What other details you require? You can think right now. Okay. So let me tell you students how this notice is going to be written. First of all, the whole page is going to be outlined by you. Okay, outline the whole page. Don't outline half page, or don't outline one small box. Outline the whole page. Okay, because inside when you will be writing it, it should be only that it will have an appealing, layout. Outline the whole page. Then on the very top, you write down the word notice. So inside the outline, you will be writing the word notice, Notice, notice. in capitals in the central alignment. Okay. After the word notice has been written, then you'll be writing the name of the institute. ABC Public School, Kapurthala. So ABC Public School, Kapurthala, this is also to be written in capital letters, in the central alignment in capitals. Then you can leave a line, and then to the left side you can write the date. Okay, date will be whatever the date it is, you write it. So if today it is 23rd November, 23 November 2020. So in between, no need to put any dot or any comma. Okay. After date, you are to write, again you are to come in the center, title of your notice will come. So because it's about a competition, debate competition for classes 11th to 12th. So what title can you give? Yes. What title will you give, children? You can give me, you can tell me. Okay, you can send me your messages. So the title can be debate competition for classes 11th and 12th. Title should be, children, though the title should be brief, but yes, it should be very, very informative. Right from the title, the students or the readers should come to know that it's for 11th and 12th, and secondly, it's about debate. So the crowd at the notice board would be limited. So in case you just write debate competition, what will happen? All students of the whole school will gather around to see, like, maybe it is for us. But when the title will specify that it's for 11th and 12th, then only 11th and 12th will see to that. But here, as I've told you, it's for 9th to 12th. So what will be your title? Debate competition for 9th to 12th. So you'll have a selective readers at the notice board for this notice. Okay, the students of 9th to 12th will only read, and from them only the ones who will be interested in debate, only they will read it more in details. So debate competition for 9th to 12th, that will be your title. Double underline the title, and your title is to be in a bit bigger font. Okay, bigger font, and underline it. After the title has been written, leave 2 to 3 lines. Okay, so that your title is very, very clearly visible to the readers. And title is the hallmark of your notice. So after title and before title, there should be some space left out to give it more clarity. After title, your content will start. Content part will start, and content is to be, of course, written in a running paragraph, and you will start with a target group. So what's the target group here? Classes 9th to 12th are informed. So how to start your notice? Classes 9th to 12th are informed that a debate competition is going to be held as per the following schedule. So this is target and purpose. These 2 points I've covered up in just one sentence. I'm repeating because I've told you, like, the hallmark of a good notice is its brevity, being brief, right, as less as possible. Okay, when I'm saying this classes 9th to 12th are informed that there will be a debate competition as per the following details. Okay, so we have covered up the purpose, we have covered target. So as per the following details. Now come to the details, and these details you can write in the mini box. Your overall outline was a box, and now the details you can write in a mini box, okay? A sub box, you can say. So as per the following schedule, date. Mention the date here, 20th December or 20 December 2020. Time 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Venue, school campus. Okay, school auditorium. Do we require other details, children, here? Yes, we require other details. For example, we need to tell the students the topic of detail. Okay, so what? First date, time, venue, then topic for debate. Mention the topic of debate. Okay. So whatever your topic of debate is, mention it. Corporal punishment should be banned. It's already banned, children, but you can think about it. Open book examination should be conducted for classes, for senior classes. Any topic you can mention which is debatable. Okay, debate, because a topic, you have to be very careful when you are giving a topic for debate. It should be a debatable issue. Okay, So after the topic, what else is to be mentioned? Time. Okay, how much time duration of your debate should be? It can be 2 to 3 minutes. It can be 3 to 4 minutes, whatever. So time duration, okay, time for debate, 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, participants, 2 from each section, 2 from each class, whatever. So these details you can mention. Afterwards, whom to contact, respective class in charges. Last date for giving exams, giving names. If your competition is on 20th, then the last date for exam for giving names can be, for example, 13th of December. Because if we are writing the notice today on 23rd of November, we have almost given a time of about 1 month, almost. So you can give the last date for giving names is 13th of December, right? So after this, last date we have mentioned, whom to contact we have mentioned, right? Afterwards, for any other information, feel free to contact the activity department. Okay, for any other information, feel free to contact the Department of English, Mrs. ABC, anything. So afterwards, yes, language also you can mention in the details. Language, debate will be in which language, mention it. So finally, when you've written the date, last date and whom to contact last date, finally, feel free to contact the activity department or the head of the activity department, Mrs. XYZ. After your content has finished, then you'll come to this part, that is signature. Yes, after your content has finished, again leave 2 lines, right? Then you put your signatures. After signatures, write your full name, then write your designation. Your designation can be activity from the activity department, activity head, head of the activity department, or you can say the principal, or it can be the vice principal. It can be anything, okay? So activity coordinator, it can be. So whatever your designation is, mention it. So with this, your notice will be completed and you can close your box. You might have, drawn only 3 sides of your outline. The last line you can draw finally when your notice has finished. So that is how a notice is to be written with complete layout. So in the end, remember the hallmarks of the good notice writing is number 1, your layout, how you put up the notice. Second is your font size and the way you write it. Third is its brief part. Fourth is clear information. And the fifth is third person. Okay. And the last part is like complete details. Though your notice is to be brief, but there should be complete details so that the people don't have to run here and there for each for all the more information. Right, children? So that's how the notice writing is to be done. I hope you will perfect this art of writing notice. I'll be sending you some questions on the practice of notice writing today and do them. Right?